Are today's doctors relying too heavily on numbers to give you an assessment? My opinion is yes. We have drifted away from the clinical science and from the art of what used to be medical symptoms. I remember when I was in med school, and that again was a long time ago, 1985 to 1991, we spent a year dedicated to the science behind symptoms. And we could tell back in 1980s what someone had when they would be interviewed. We would talk to them, we would examine them, and that's all we had. We didn't have CTs and lab work and all this kind of stuff. We had some, but nothing compared to what's at our fingertips today. So how heavily are we relying on numbers and not listening to our patients? We're apparently very heavily. There's multiple stories of people that come in and they're like tired, they have aches and pains, they have migraine headaches. They get a chemistry panel, a CBC, they get some basic hormone levels, they get their cholesterol panel and a thyroid, and they're told your labs are normal, there's nothing wrong with you. So it's time to go beyond these very limited numbers. And we need to dig deeper into what the patients are saying and what they're telling us and listen to the big picture. And ask, when did this start? And how long have you had it? And what are the other symptoms that came with it? And let's try to use our diagnostic common sense and logic that we learned back in medical school, residency program, and in our experience. Unfortunately, we can't do that in a 15-minute appointment. So the trouble with why we rely so heavily on numbers is because it's easy to look at the numbers and to say, you got high cholesterol, here's your Crestor, or another type of statin. You got high sugar, let me put you on metformin. It's very easy to do that. That is very simple medicine, but it's not doing our patients a favor, and it's not addressing the root cause, and it's drifting further and further away from actually providing meaningful care that will actually provide a resolution and give our patients meaningful long-term improvement. So if your doctor relies heavily on numbers and all he looks at or she looks at are labs and is telling you your treatment is based on labs, seek a second opinion. There are doctors who will probably do a better job.